Hi.
And so hang on a second. Hi, this is Paul with Communities United Against Hate, and I'm with 4 of the student organizers that organized the walkout of the schools and the 17 minutes of silence at the White House and then the incredible rally at the Capitol on March 14th. And they wanted to say a few words about their experience on the 14th and what CUAH meant to them. So. Would you start? If you want to start with Alessia?
Yeah, hi, I'm Alessia and I'm from Poolsville High School.
Hi, I'm Anna and I'm from Bethesda Chevy Chase High School.
I'm Simon, I'm from Springbrook High School.
Hey, I'm also from Springbrook High School.
Great.
So the march was just for myself and all of the students I brought with me, about 55. It was incredibly empowering. It was, I wasn't able to go to the Women's March due to other scheduling conflicts, so this is my first time down in DC, and I will never forget the experience of running along the streets chanting, like, protect students, not kids, hey, hey, ho, ho, the NRA has got to go, and it was life-changing, honestly.
That's wonderful. Anna?
I actually did go to the Women's March, and it is a completely different movement when it is only students. It feels like you've just made like 5,000 new best friends, and you're all united against one cause, which they're probably students who have different political views and come from completely different backgrounds. So to be united against one cause and chanting universal phrases, as she said, was just so empowering and something I will never forget.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I think that the whole experience strengthened Montgomery County as a community, and I feel like even though kids who not necessarily like live near each other or would face the same struggles every day were able to rally behind one cause, and I feel like that it's extremely powerful, and I feel like it's extremely moving. The 17 minutes at the White House was incredible. It was one of the most moving experiences of my life, and I'm really happy that so many people were able to come out and be together against one common thing that they'd like to change.
That's wonderful.
And to kind of reiterate what they were saying, the walkout is so empowering. It takes students from all different backgrounds, all different places, and helps us work towards a common goal, something we are so truly, deeply passionate about. And CUAH is enabling us to do this. CUAH is enabling us to make this walkout, to work for something we really care for, and to help make change. And so CUAH is empowering students to make the world that we want, to make the place that we want to make.
Thank you. Any other thoughts on CUAH's role in supporting your efforts?
So CUAH and I have a special little relationship. Without CUAH, Poolsville High School students would not have been able to go to DC. We just didn't have the transportation for it. We're 30 minutes away from the closest metro station. So when the grant went through on Sunday, I believe, for CUAH, we got together and we had 2 days to plan this. And my fellow rep Mark and I, who isn't here, we were running around trying to sign up people, and I'll never forget the Tuesday night before the march. We were on a 2.5-hour phone conversation with Paul and Crystal, trying to get everything ironed out, and they really helped from an administrative background, I think. Because of course, Mark and I, we've never done anything like this. I've never had to organize 50+ students to go down to DC or any sort of transportation. And having someone who did know and who had that background really helped us keep all the students safe. That was one of the biggest things for me. I wanted accountability, I wanted safety, responsibility from all my students, because God forbid we leave someone. And we were able to get everyone to Poolsville and back before the school buses left, and it was all in all a very successful operation because of CUAH.
You all did an incredible job. You actually created a model for the rest of the busing team. The Poolsville team was particularly effective.
Thank you.
And we really didn't need to give you guys a lot of advice at all, actually. Any other thoughts on CUAH?
Yeah, actually, I'm actually extremely grateful from the perspective of a down county student rather than a student that goes to Poolsville. I feel like in order to truly reflect Montgomery County as a whole, CUAH was able to help get kids from places that were so far away from a metro station and help them get down to DC, and that actually helped us effectively represent what Montgomery County really did look like and the people that came from different schools to the rally. I also, not just transportation, they also helped with training and helped us effectively organize this entire event, and we were able to participate in those, and they were extremely educating and informing. They informed us on gun death statistics and homicide rates, as well as legislation that's in place to help prevent these tragedies. And all in all, was an extremely successful event, and due partly to Kua's help.
Well, thank you. It was our pleasure to help you out. Any last thoughts, Anna?
To add to what he said is, I go to Bethesda Chevy Chase, which we are so privileged to be across the street from a metro, and I think it's so important, even though we have the opportunity to just hop on a metro, to provide busing to schools who can't just hop on a metro, walk across the street, walk a couple feet, because this is a movement of all of us and not just the schools that are privileged enough to live so close to transportation. So putting everyone on an equal playing field is really important.
Mm-hmm. And just to go off of what Maya was saying before about how gun control really does transcend all races, all socioeconomic backgrounds, no matter where you are geographically. Of course, it disproportionately affects some communities, but it affects everyone, and that's what we really wanted to, it affects BCC students, affects Springbrook students, it affects Gaithersburg and Poolesville and Blair and RM, and it doesn't matter where you go, it affects students. And that we really were all brought together, and we had a lot of great representation.
I think that what you all do really reflects what we try to achieve with CUAH, with Communities United Against Hate, and in particular our youth engagement and leadership program. So we're thrilled that you were the first grant recipients of this very new project, and we're so inspired by the work that you all are doing, and you all are so incredibly articulate. You're 10 times more articulate than I was when I was in high school. So I'm so impressed, and we're so looking forward to working with you all.
Thank you.